Yo. Yo. What up? Citizen Sleeper. We're playing a visual novel, basically. It's a lot of reading. Basically, it's all reading, to be honest with you. It's a story. Our character is a product of interplanetary capitalism. It's a product that was given a digitized consciousness, injected into a physical form, which deteriorates over time. And to sustain this physical form, I have to constantly feed it, and the corporation normally feeds it or gives it what it needs. And if you leave the corporation, then you have to feed it through whatever means you can, right? But you gotta do it without the corporation, right? That's when you gotta get creative. You gotta make friends in these streets. No man is an island. No man is an island. I don't care if you're a bum or a billionaire. No man is an island. Right? So let's continue. Operator cycle 13. All right. About to say, this thing even on. Time to rest up and cycle. I'm about to get a new chair, man. Anyway, fuck it. So we need energy. We're starting to fade, but we're okay. We're okay. We only got 3 rolls today. We got a full 6. We got 2 4s. Let's hit these streets and be somebody, man. We need to make some money. Ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a job in this land of milk and honey. Alright, let's go. Off your ass, on your feet. Alright. Not even it. Let's get money, man. Let's get money. I'm doing this. This is my best way to get money. So roll a dice of 4. We got a 50% positive reaction. 50% neutral. 16 crowd, we had 64. That ain't shit. We need money. I need money. You know what? What's up with Fang? We gotta figure out Fang's situation. Alright, that soul steam thing. That's right. Alright. Look at this. We can match the 4 right here. Let's do it. Alright. Data extracted. I don't quite get this shit. But anyway, point is this. We got one more dice roll. Alright? We got a 6 to roll. Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. What we gonna do with it? We're gonna try to get this money. Let's go to work. I need 100 to get down with the guy upstairs, right? 100% positive. Alright, we're at 85. Right, we fall back. We get something to eat. Alright, we fall back. Alright. We rest up for the day. That's it. That's all we can do, man. Don't overextend yourself. Rest up. Let the voices talk to you. Alright. We got 3 more dices. 3 more dice. We got 2 4s and 1 2. Plus 15 with the cryo scoping out systems. We almost got Fang's story advanced right here, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We need a 1 to match. Let's leave it alone today. Let's take this, oh, I forgot about the hunter guy, huh? He says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. Alright. Let's make some money, man. Plus 10 cryo, we had $100. Alright. Alright. Ready? We're gonna spend this $100 and go upstairs to invest. Right? We partner with Bliss. Bliss is incredibly grateful. I'll pay back every chit. I promise you. You guess. You 2 are partners now. Alright. Bayview, we got a trophy. Alright. Repair bid. Bliss is bidding on jobs at the hub. It will take a few cycles and some perseverance before one comes in. Alright. None of that. Well, maybe. Maybe. Because we can get this Weightless Wanderer cipher going. So, which one should we do? Either Spacer Socializing or Access Manifest. It's going to be Access Manifest since we have a +1 over there. Right? We got a 50-50 on the positive versus neutral. We got the full circle or cycle on that one. We should have a little story to learn here. We got a key show capsules, which is saying what? You can, the only place to sleep on the hub hacked off a colony ship and welded to the ring. They are surprisingly expensive to rent. 60 cryo. Wow. If I know I was spending all that just to get another place to sleep, which I already got a place to sleep for free, I think I would have spent my chits elsewhere. But live and learn. Live and learn. Alright. I could eat here for 18. I don't have no money. I can't eat nowhere. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright. Alright. Let's roll the dice on another job. We got 10 cryo. We going to bed with $10 in our pocket. We rich as fuck. We gotta eat. We gotta eat. All right. Gotta eat. We got 3 dice. No, we got 3 dice. Let me see. That's gonna take some time to play out. We got $15, right? All right. Ribbit. Let's go ahead and get this node out the way. Alright. We got the data we need. We're gonna fall back. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of a hunter head appears in the distance. It's looking for you. You turn away and glide past into the cloud, threads of data rushing past. Another glimmer catches your eye closer now. The roving orb breathes its tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, then it's here. Hunter is here. Entity submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you. In that unpleasant, familiar way, it's waving threads creating a cage. Struggle. You push against the threads that close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You are caught in the whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity hold for processing comes to the screen from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, disoriented, but safe. Fucking bullshit, man. Alright. Here we go. So we got Fang's shit taken care of. Fang wants to get a look at what the data's hiding in the subsystems of the eye. Right, we back out. We go back in. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark into the staccato rhythms. Did I say that right? staccato rhythms. Unseen eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads, Fang's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist of a metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Sleeper. That's you, or am I in trouble? Fang's grinning head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I have been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way through the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in front of a set of monitors, mounted to the stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, gender, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. Shitheads. Fangs laughs. Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? Solheim. Bingo. He taps the terminal. I pulled these from old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye, original owners, and he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with the finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Who's Hardin? That, says Fang, giving you a sideways look, is the thing. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Havenage. I might be saying that wrong. He waits for your reaction. In Havenage. That's it. He's right here on the station now. Fang leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a Fang leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises an eyebrow at you. R. Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim, whatever the fuck. He defined Priority Growth Initiative by making sure the extractors they contracted out were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept all the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Paladinium rush workers into an infrastructure, which meant that their cut of work they did went straight to Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to the screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked in Solheim ships. They breathed Solheim air, and they slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rises as he speaks. His fists on the terminal's edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in a long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty, disposable. This guy, stabbing it hard once again with this finger, strategized all that, did the slums, and then somehow thousands and thousands of cycles later it's still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot of money you can get if you're a company man. Fang relaxes a little, but how was Harden still kicking? I really don't know. He turns to you and smiles. So we're going to find out. Harden is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back from around the eye from here. Fang brings up a map of the lower eye. Havanedge might be born out of Erland's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Harden happens to float to the top. Fang zooms in on the far yards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from the systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more information than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's this little creation of mine comes in. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Harden Hearst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts his hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can extract yourself a Havanedge cipher from a Havanedge agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. So what do you say? You up for it? What's in it for me? Rooting out a corrupt snake not enough? Find the information. I'll start work on that tracker of yours. Fang scratches at his chin. Anything the worm gets, it gets sent back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave, Fang, digging through data among the wires and the machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Harden. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for a new life, the hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pocket. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think Harden's still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Nah. Alright, so with that going on, maybe we can get our tracker disabled and get rid of this motherfucking bounty hunter on our ass. But we need money. Ain't a damn thing funny. Got to have a job in this land of milk and honey. Alright, so I do got a 3 spot. Let's see. Nope, we can't go back to Fangs yet either. Alright, fuck it, we out here. We need $100 to get... No. We need energy. Let's eat up here. Let's buy a spaceship. Let's splurge. Instead of the 15 bucks down there, let's spend 18 up here. We got the gimbal sells itself on its spinning spear, which claims to produce therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't, but they sell food. There we go. Alright. We got some energy. Let's work 16 bucks. That's what it is. Got the +5. Okay, we had 38 bucks. We're gonna fall back into our container. Call it a night. Man, we got 2 dice rolls. Alright. I guess as our condition declines, we get less dice rolls per cycle. I get it. Alright. Wakey. Ethan is outside the moment you leave. Leaning on the corridor wall. Ethan. That's right. He pushes off the wall. A little shaky on his feet. You made me come all the way up here. His hand comes to rest on the hip butt of his handgun. How much you want, you fucking asshole? I only got 38 shits. The fuck you want? Thought we had a deal. You pay my tab and I don't shoot you. Wasn't that it, or am I misremembering? Someone could be sitting on my stool right now. Think about that. He smiles. I like it there. We have music, we have drinks, we have darkness. He shades his eyes. All we have here is the fluorescent lights and a bad smell. I'll get the cryo. Ethan lazily draws his handgun from its holster and holds it out. Cryo, whatever you have now. Chits tumble from your hands. You hold them out to him. Thank you. He stuffed the chits in his pocket without counting. Was that so hard? Silent judgment. How clever of you. Ethan holsters guns and reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a hip flask and takes a swig. I'm a freelancer, sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with the Essen ARP, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride, play human for a cycle or two? I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying, Ethan gestures around the corner as he has an audience. You're a coward. I'm a professional. Though I should thank you. Take another swig from the flask. For giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Ethan drains the rest of his flask. The thing is, sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours. And it will always betray you, no matter what. So please go. I'll catch you up. I'll catch up with you wherever I need another drink. Whenever I need another drink. He laughs and walks off down the corridor. You turn and set off in the opposite direction. Head down. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rims like hammers. Gotta take your L's, man. Gotta take your L's. You gotta wait till you got the high ground. Anyway, so he got me for 38 chits. That ain't shit. Alright, we back at it. Let's see. Our $100 investment is going to pay off later on. Let's go to work. Right? We got 16. That's enough for a meal. I'm gonna do it one more time. Alright, that's it. We fall back. Alright, we got our energy up. Our health, our condition is declining. Let's take our stabilizer. Let's end our cycle. We're gonna go to bed with full energy. We're gonna wake up with five dice rolls. There we go. Alright, I'm figuring this shit out now. Alright. Moritz, I heard of you, motherfucker. You're Blitz's friend, huh? I remember you, bitch. Hey, a quiet voice greets you as you leave. Sleeper, it's me. Do I know you? Moritz, he pauses. I work for Bliss. He rubs the back of his head. You are not an easy person to find. I move around. Morris holds his hands. No, hey, no judgment. It's cool. You both stand there for a moment. Stand there for a moment, each waiting for the other to speak. What's up? Oh yeah, well Bliss needs you. A job just came in, a real big one. She's asking for you to come up and help her out. He nods sagely. Okay, I'll be right there. Nice, yeah. Moritz stands there for a little while, unsure if the message was delivered. I've got it. Cool. Looks around. Bliss just likes me to do a thorough job, you know. He rubs his hands together before burning them in his pockets. See you, sleeper. Moritz ambles off down the corridor, kicking a filter cap on his way out. Time to head to Bliss bathing. Alright. Like I said, that shit was coming due. It came due. Let's go see what's going on up there. Alright. So we got a full system flush to do. Bliss has an idea. A full system flush with tracer fluid to reveal the leaks, which means an emergency venting of all the tanks. Brilliant, dangerous. We can do that. It's gonna be a 50-50. +2. Sealing the leaks. The tanker's crew have detected a set of leaks and they need to isolate and seal them as soon as possible. That's where you come in. Alright. I'm not gonna do that tank, whatever the fuck that shit is. Alright, that's all you get out of me. I'm not doing that. Can't afford to sleep here. So to me, we go ahead and I probably shouldn't have went across the green whatever I did last time. Yeah, I probably should have done this shit. Map the pathways. Yeah, it's not giving me nothing toward. I need cryo. I need chits. Yeah. I should have spent that money up there before I went out that way. Oh well. This is my job, man. I'm a freight operator. Alright. We got 50. Let's fall back and rest up. We got 5 dice rolls. Alright, let's get back out there. We gotta eat. What we got? What we got? This one says danger. Full system flush. The emergency system needs rebooting and repriming. You won't have time to do this again before the contract is up. I got a 5 dice right here. It's gonna have to be a let's take the -1 over here. We throw the 5. We got a 25% positive, 50% neutral. Let's do it. +1 still in the tanks. Alright. Anyway. Where do you get the grow leg caps at? Fuck. Citizen Sleeper, where do I get the grill egg caps at? Unlock the Greenway. Fill the local knowledge clock. Order food. Okay. I kind of get that. So to get those caps, I gotta get over here. I gotta you know, work with these environmentalist people. Going green. Okay, alright, I get it. Okay, alright. You got a commune here. Work with the growers, work at the canteen. Alright, alright. 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 Let's fall back. We got 4 dice left to roll. Let's throw them here. We're gonna go map the pathways, right? Rather than simply trash the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle to try to better navigate its hazards. Alright. That's gonna be a 25% positive, 50% neutral, 25% negative. We got 2+ on the positive, that circle in the middle. We want to fill that up. We got 2 of those filled up. We need 4 more. Okay. Alright. But at the same time, I got 35 chips in my pocket. Alright, but we're gonna work on this one right here. This is a worthwhile endeavor. Alright, we got one of those. We got halfway through. We need 3 more. I got 2 dice left before I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna take my 2 dice rolls. I'm gonna fall back to the job and do some work. That way I get some cryo in my pocket. Freight operator. Midline runs automated freight down through the free spoke. They need the skilled operators. And you don't have to lift a single crate. Alright? That's 16 cryo. We have 51 in the bank. That's +6 cryo. We have 57 in the cryo. We about to take a nap. Call it a day. Uh-oh. Yeah. Empty container. Call it a night. We woke up. We're still in stable condition, so we got 5 dice rolls, which is nice. Alright. So we take our 5 dice rolls, we go up, we check up here. We got that Ember's contract. I'm trying to beat that before it happens, so I gotta take the -1 to get it down. It's 50-50. Alright. Bro, it's all in before. Yeah. right, we did it. We sealed the leaks, right? We back out. As you both wait in the airlock for it to cycle back to the bay, Bliss thumps you on the arm. Continue. Nicely done, Sleeper. We cleared that contract, no problem. She stretches. Once we're back in the bay, we can check if the payment has come through and divided up. She stretches, feels good. The airlock clunks, the lights flicker, and a moment later you're back in the bay, where Moritz is at the racks trying to figure out where the mess of tools Bliss left in her wake should be hung. Leaving B, you look over at Bliss, who is already gliding over to her management console. She twirls a little as she crosses the cavernous bay. No one you've ever met moves as well in Zero G as she does. It's like she was born into it. Shit, Bliss slams a fist on the console. Shit. What's up? I can't even. Bliss closes her eyes. Come here. Bliss calls you over. Look at this. Just look. She spins the terminal screen and you see the details for the bay's account. You see an entry for the Ember's wake, a repair fee paid in full the moment you finished up the job, but then directly after the whole amount was transferred back into an unknown account. How can this happen? I can tell you how. My ex is a sneaky little conniving shit. She punches the terminal. He must have coded a back door into the machine before he left. She rubs her forehead. There's no way we can. She pauses, thinking, Moritz, throw me that wrench. You gonna fix it? Moritz spins the wrench across the bay. Bliss smiles, something like that. Bliss brings the wrench down on the terminal hard. You flinch backwards as a hail of computer parts spill into the bay in a glittering arc. Fragments of screen memory sections of the casing. When Bliss is done, she clips the wrench to her tool belt. Try backdooring your way into that shit. You shit. Moritz drifts out from his hiding, placing you among the racks. Bliss, he says tentatively, you want me to? He looks at the arc, fragments drifting around the bay nervously. Bliss shakes her head. No, she sighs. I've got it. You go get me a new terminal. Cheap as you can find. Cobble one together from pieces at the ore exchange if you had to. Can I help? Bliss glides over to a panel wall. Don't worry. One of the first things I had installed when we spaced out this place was a cleaning sweep. She flicks over a plastic cover on a huge red button. Watch yourself. She hammers the button and a row of laser emitters unfold from the bay wall. They start crawling their way across the work area, frying the debris as they do it in pulses of burning light. Bliss smiles. It's that or just space, the whole bay every few cycles. What now? Bliss sighs. We keep at it. The cleaning sweep buzzes and cracks as it works its way down across the bay. That account wasn't everything. I'm not that stupid. Once Maurice gets back, I'll secure it and flush everything else. She flicks a nearby piece of debris into the path of the sweep. Clean break. Then we take another contract. That's it. She shuts off the sweep as it reaches the near end of the bay. I mean, you better be, Bliss laughs, because there's no way you're getting your investment back unless you are. She rubs her forehead. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you work for this, but next time won't be the same. That's okay. She smiles, sees you in a few cycles. Maurice will let you know. She winks and kicks off into the bay, finishing cleaning up. Alright, I ain't gonna go hard on her. I know how it is. There's so many variables in the game of life, man. So many variables, you can't account for all of them. Alright. But we got 57 chits. We got a dice roll of 2. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it down here. We got 10 cryo. Call it a day. Starving. Alright. It's my last day. I'm done after this one. This is my last cycle. Alright, we gotta eat, obviously. We got 67 cryo. We're gonna go ahead and eat cheap. Uh-oh. We fucked around and went to see Ethan. The compressor is quiet there. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still at the same stool in the same pool of light. Oh shit! He gonna want some money. Let's see what happens. Here we go. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. Approach him. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns. Sleeper. He turns and looks at you. Time to pay up again, is it? He gestures at the bartender. Come here and take their chits. The bartender ignores Ethan. It seems they've cut him off. Hey, he slams a hand on the bar. Come take the chits. The bartender ignores him. Ethan lets out a huge sigh. Rubbing his eyes with his palm, he reaches towards his holster. His elbows slip and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing on the ground between you. Both of you and the bartender look at the gun. Stare at it. Butterfingers, says Ethan, and puts out a hand, beckoning you to give him his gun back, if you would. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Point the gun at Ethan. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little. A sharp, pale eye locked with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh, he turns on the stool. Oh, Sleeper, he stands. That's more like it. Pull the trigger. You don't wait, you pull the trigger. The gun clicks. By now, all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at the gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises his open hand. In it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh well, he says. He grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere Nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. The hit is a glancing blow, but it makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in. Ethan taps the slate. No more playing. Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink. S and ARP just screwed me. He grins maniacally. They canceled the contract. He stands up. They canceled the contract. He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet. The sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistols trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. I'll kill all of you, he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door. I'll be back for that. He shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. I'm starving. Let's see. Alright. Fuck Ethan. Let's move on. Let's go check on Bliss. Alright, let's go to the greenery then. Alright. Let's do this. You map a section, but there's always an unexpected passage, a collapsed chamber ready to introduce chaos into your careful studies. Here we go. That didn't work out. No way. Oh, they fucked me. Alright. They fucked me. That's fine. That's fine. I just threw 2 dice rolls of 4. I should have got some out of that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and get something to eat. Take my ass to bed. And wait for the next round. I'm sleeping in an empty container. I'm bumming it right now, but it bees like that sometimes. Alright, we back up. Yeah, I'm feeling some kind of way about this shit though. Yeah, they fucked me over here. Oh, now I'm good. Look at this shit. Now I'm good. Okay. Nah, let's do it real quick. No. Alright. Going green. You see the corporate order beneath the leaves and the rot, and the bright inventions the Greenway plants have wrapped around the structure. Yeah. 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 Now we got the mushroom groves. There goes foraging for fungus. Alright. Now it's starting to open up. Alright. Work the stacks. We can work over here. Okay. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived, and the farmers that work them are always looking for new workers. They pay by the yield. Okay. Alright. I need money. I do need money. We're gonna work over here. But it's endure. It's -1. We're not doing that shit. We're gonna take these 3 chips. We're falling back. We're gonna do our work. As an operator. $16 cryo. Alright, we're 72. Alright, hold on. %, positive. Alright, 16 cryo, we're at 90. We're gonna eat. We're going to bed. Alright, we got 4 dice roll. I'm out.